Hope you're doing good. Micah back with another video. Back here to talk about Samsung's most latest update, Samsung One UI 8 Beta 7. They continue to surprise us by not giving us the stable release, which is kind of interesting. But with the many bugs that were fixed this time around, I get it. And it was kind of much needed because I was actually experiencing some of those issues with my Galaxy S25 as well. And so, what were some of those updates that Samsung addressed in this update? Well, if we don't mind, let's pull up albums, let's pull up screenshots here, and then let's pull up the update. And so as you guys can see here are the bugs that were fixed. And if we zoom in so we can read it a little better, fix the issue that the lock screen clock position continues to move down. That's a specific bug I was having issues with one of my modes, my nighttime mode. I was using the new adaptive clock, even though it wasn't adapting to anything. I was using that clock, and I would just notice on my always on display that the clock just kept moving down and down and down till it like completely disappeared. I'm like, what is going on with my phone right now? So that's one of the first like real beta issues I've experienced outside of the adaptive clock also not properly adapting or keeping the adaptation or the adaptation, keeping the look with certain wallpapers as well. It's like it would forget to read the object in the picture to adapt to. So those are like the two main issues I experienced with the adaptive clock, but I'm glad to see that it was fixed and I haven't had any issues since running this update yesterday. The other update fixed the problem of Bluetooth sound speaking or squeaking and disconnecting. Didn't quite have an issue with that. I would notice with my Buds 3 Pro that from time to time when transitioning between songs with Apple Music, and it might be Apple Music, it's supposed to just naturally flow into the next song within the next few minutes, and it would do that, but then once it officially transitioned to the new song, it would freak a little bit before playing the song smoothly. So I don't know if that's an Apple Music issue or that was this issue. Haven't quite noticed it or haven't taken note of it, so I'm not aware as of whether or not that issue was pertaining to that. But it's still good to see that that was fixed. Then you have fixed the issue that stretch font is not applied. I'm guessing the stretch font is also in regards to the adaptive clock, I would think, because other than that, I don't know what the stretch font would be. The adaptive clock has ability to stretch, and so this maybe what I was referring to before, where the adaptive clock doesn't always maintain its stretch or its adaptation to whatever is taking place. So good to see that they fixed that there. Fixed the problem that only the input letters of now bar, status bar, and lock screen pin are displayed thinly after update. Interesting. I never experienced that, but I'm glad that that was addressed. And then fix the issue of disappearing lock screen quick execution icon while in use. Now, I'm guessing that refers to your two buttons down here. Now, as you guys can see, I don't have mine, but that's because I'm using Wonderland and they don't come with that. But I would imagine those quick execution icons there disappear, and they say that they have addressed that. So that's also good to see there. And if we kind of zoom back in here, we see that this update ends in ZYI3 and that the update was 557 megabytes in size, still maintaining a September security patch. This update being 300 megabytes lower than the last update may be the biggest sign that we are closing in on a stable release, because for these amount of fixes and nothing else on 500, just under 600 megabytes is mid decent size, small enough to where it could have been a stable release in my opinion. But I'm imagining that the stable release is going to be closer to like 300 to 400 megabytes, just to put the cap and the seal, some remaining fixtures, and potentially if they wait, because right now it's kind of been like on a weekly basis the last like 3 updates. So I can imagine that potentially, since we're already almost midway through September, the official release could be around the September 26th ish time frame, and it could actually be a little larger at 700 800 megs, and it would include the October security patch. That's what I'm probably now guessing, because I've been wrong twice now, and I'm imagining that the final release is going to include the October security patch and might be towards the end of September. They might let this one sit 2 weeks, we'll see. Just it will remain to be seen. Now, what is one of the things that I noticed about this phone since the update? Well, what I did notice was battery life was not actually all that bad. I really think that what was it, beta 5? Beta 5 or beta 6? That I think it was beta 5, honestly. But I think the One UI 8 beta 5 and me tweaking YouTube, I know I keep bringing up YouTube. They really that those things really helped battery life. Right now, you see I'm averaging about 21 hours and 8 minutes on one full charge, or 21 hours and 34 minutes. And if you guys can see, well, dang, you used to be able to look at your days, but now you kind of can't. This is the last charge, but if I come back to today, it's only drained a few percentages since I took it off the charger, and this isn't doing well. It's drained 2%. So sorry for the major contrast there, but it's, yeah, there we go, 98%. So interesting to say the least there. Yesterday, even right after the update, it was a little warm, but I also noticed it does not get warm like it used to with the whole YouTube situation. Like even the heat of the phone does not get that hot anymore. And I think that's a major improvement, regardless of whether or not it was optimization, settings that I needed to adjust, or One UI 8 beta 5 / beta 6 really did a good job of optimizing the software as well. And that could have also put some level of what's the word, strain on the battery. Now, to be fair, I was noticing those issues before One UI 8 beta as well with YouTube, but again, beta software can make things worse. And seeing that I've been on beta here for a little bit, and I've still noticed that I haven't had really any issues outside of just dealing with beta-like issues with new features, and with the home button from time to time not working. Like if I'm in an app and I try to swipe away, let's say I jump back in the gallery and I try to swipe away. It's working now, but sometimes what can happen is I can try to swipe away and it won't actually swipe. So I have to swipe twice. So I've noticed a couple of those little small bugs, if you will. But again, this software has been pretty good overall. It's just that adaptive clock widget that I'm noticing Samsung struggling with for One UI 8, and they are putting their work in trying to make sure that that is stable, that is solid. So once they, that can be, you know, advertised that it's working and functioning properly. And so that's pretty much all I can say there. I mean, I do like some of the additions that we have here. I believe the glass icons might be One UI 8 related as well, but don't hold me to it. And I do like the fact that DIY home, even though it's considered beta, and if we actually jump into good log, we can find out. I jump back out of Wonderland and I jump into my phone. Just works for me here. Where's home up at? We jump into home up and we click on home screen. So yeah, DIY is still considered beta, but to me, I haven't had any beta-like issues with it. To me, it's been working very well. Haven't had anything freak out. It's actually pretty good as well on on reboots and restarts with the phone. Like it will momentarily give you like some weird looking version of your home screen before, after a few seconds, it will snap back to what you had what you had set up. So I even like the fact that the load time is a lot faster than, I guess you could argue, what it way used to be when just having fun with your home screen. So it's good to see that they are also, bringing adjusting the duration or the time frequencies on startup when it comes to these types of customization features. I'm hoping that gets tweaked even better, where once it hits your home screen or your lock screen upon a reboot, that it's already loaded up in the background. Once you swipe up and open and now officially launch into your home screen, all it had to do is just populate the widgets as opposed to having to rearrange everything. I'm hoping that's coming down the pipeline soon. But that is this update. Let me know if you guys are using One UI 8 beta yet, or are you just patiently waiting for the stable release? And what are you looking forward to when it comes to One UI 8? The comment section is open for discussion. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, the notification bell. It's all free. That way, some videos, you and I can sit back, check, see who's cracking. Don't forget to hit that super things button down there by the like and dislike button, Cash App and PayPal. Check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's where to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. It's your man Micah signing out. To the next video. wait for